Welcome back to the Coins Information HD channel, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins from the modern US minting era, the 2000 P Washington quarter dollar. We'll explore its history, its minting details, its rarity, what makes certain versions valuable, and importantly, the current market value in 2025. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about this iconic coin, this video will give you a comprehensive understanding of everything you need to know. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1932. By the year 2000, the U.S. Mint was well into its celebrated 50-state quarters program, an initiative that ran from 1999 to 2008, designed to honor each of the 50 states through unique quarter designs. The 2000 P quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P Mint mark, and are part of a series that holds particular significance for collectors and history buffs alike. Unlike some earlier quarters that had relatively straightforward designs, the quarters minted in 2000 had the added excitement of featuring different state-specific reverse designs. These quarters not only serve as currency but also as miniature monuments to the rich history, culture, and symbols of the states they represent. The year 2000 was the second year of the state quarters program, with 5 states honored that year: South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, and North Carolina. Each state's quarter featured a unique design selected through a rigorous process involving the state government, citizens, and the U.S. Mint. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced the 2000 P quarters, has a long and storied history itself, being one of the oldest mints in the United States, and it continues to produce billions of coins annually. The P Mint mark on these quarters is subtle but an essential detail for collectors as it helps differentiate Philadelphia coins from those minted elsewhere, such as Denver or San Francisco. The 2000 P Washington quarter is composed of a copper-nickel clad, with a diameter of 24.26 mm and a thickness of 1.75 mm. The obverse side features the iconic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has been used on quarters for decades with minor modifications. On the reverse, each of the 5 states minted in 2000 is represented by its own design. South Carolina's quarter displays a palmetto tree and a crescent moon, symbols deeply ingrained in the state's identity. New Hampshire's features the Old Man of the Mountain, a natural rock formation that was a cherished state symbol. Virginia's quarter depicts the 3 ships that brought the first English settlers to Jamestown. New York's quarter illustrates the Statue of Liberty alongside the outline of the state. North Carolina's shows the Wright brothers' first flight, commemorating a key moment in aviation history. The artistry and symbolism of these designs contribute to the quarter's collectability. In terms of production, the 2000 P quarters were struck in very high volumes, reflecting the massive popularity of the state quarters program nationwide. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced hundreds of millions of quarters for each state design, totaling over 1.5 billion quarters across the 5 states in 2000. Because of these large mintages, most 2000 P quarters are relatively common and can be found easily in circulation. However, as with any coin, condition and specific variations play a vital role in determining its rarity and value. When discussing rarity, it's important to note that while the overall mintage was high, coins in exceptional condition can still be quite scarce. The majority of these quarters have been in circulation for over 2 decades, and many show signs of wear. Coins graded at mint state levels, such as MS-65 and above, are far less common. The difference between a well-worn quarter and an uncirculated, pristine example can mean a huge disparity in value. Furthermore, collectors also seek out specific die varieties, mint errors, and proof versions of these coins. While the standard circulating 2000 P quarters are common, error coins from this year can fetch premium prices. Though the 2000 P Washington quarter series doesn't have any major, widely recognized rare errors like some other coins, certain minor varieties have been reported. These can include double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. Additionally, error coins where the mint mark is missing or misplaced can be of interest to specialized collectors. The errors, especially if in mint state condition, can sometimes command prices well beyond face value. One particularly famous error involving the 2000 year was the mule error involving the Sacagawea dollar and the Washington quarter, but that error coin involved the dollar, not the quarter directly. Now, let's talk about what really matters to collectors and investors alike. The market value of the 2000 P Washington quarter in 2025. 4 circulated coins found in everyday change. The quarter is worth its face value of 25 cents. This is typical, as millions of these quarters were released into circulation and have naturally worn over time. However, uncirculated examples graded MS-63 to MS-65 generally sell in the range of $2 to $10 depending on the state design and overall eye appeal. Coins graded MS-67 or higher, which are nearly flawless, can command significantly higher premiums, sometimes upwards of $20 to $30. Collectors particularly prize coins with strong luster, sharp strike details, and no signs of handling or surface imperfections. Special proof coins minted for collectors, which have a mirror-like finish, can be worth even more depending on their condition and packaging. While the 2000 P quarters are not considered rare in the strictest sense, their significance in the state quarters program and the sheer number of collectors interested in this series means there is consistent demand. If you're looking to invest in these coins, the best approach is to focus on coins with higher grades, certified by reputable grading services. Authentication and grading ensure that the coin's condition is accurately assessed and helps protect your investment. It's also a good idea to target specific state designs that may have lower mintages or unique appeal. Collecting the entire 50 state quarters set in high grade can be a rewarding long-term investment strategy. The 2000 P Washington quarter is more than just a piece of pocket change. It represents a moment in American numismatic history when the mint brought art, history, and everyday currency together in a way that captivated millions of people. While not rare in large numbers, the coin's appeal lies in the details, the state-specific designs, the condition of the coin, and the story behind its minting. In 2025, these quarters remain accessible to collectors at reasonable prices but can also hold surprising value if you find one in exceptional condition. So next time you come across a 2000 P Washington quarter, take a closer look. It might be more than just a quarter in your hand, it could be a small treasure from a beloved American series. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this in-depth exploration, please like this video, subscribe Coins Information HD channel for more coin history and valuation guides, and leave a comment sharing your favorite quarter or numismatic story. Stay curious and keep collecting.